Let's switch back to the phone again now. The camera's run out of storage, so it's interesting that. Well, if nothing else, we probably recorded about 2 hours of video on that, so we'll see how we go. It's we can actually have a look at it now. There you go. It's 1 hour. It's modular. That lens can actually come off, and you can see it's obviously a bit cold as well. And I need to put that bag in. That thing, it's got a bit of a condensation around there, so I'm hoping it's not left a halo on the recording, or that's going to be a bit annoying. So we'll see how we go. Right, it's voice activated, so shut down camera. Look at that, eh? So that unit there is the camera bit with the memory. That's the battery that comes off. This module at the side, that comes off as well. It's all inside. It's all inside one case. You can see they're in 2 bits, and you can actually put a 3D camera on it as well. So we might have a go with that next time and see how that works with the shooting. Right, so I think we'll call it a day with that one. I'll edit this back down. We need to order some bits, and then the next one I'll be reassembling this and getting back on with it and putting the jacuzzi back together again for another spring. So February last year we were putting it was quite mild in February, we were putting the heater back in. It looks like February this year we're going to be putting the pump back in. Hopefully we can get back in the jacuzzi soon. Right, we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining me for some spannering lockdown workshop. Remember, like and subscribe. Later. Yeah, we just had a bit of all the lights have just gone out. Don't know why. One of the strip lights went out above my head, and then about 5 minutes later the other one's gone out, so I don't know what's going off with them. So we're on auxiliary lighting now. So let me put this somewhere where it's not going to shine in your eyes. Not there. Right, I think we're good there. Flip them upside down so it can shine downwards. Yeah, because of these light brackets, they don't actually shine downwards. They can only shine, you know, tilt them backwards. So see how that goes. So you see what we're up to. There you go. They're the lights that have gone out. I don't know why. The fuse is okay. The fuse is still working, but I'm wondering whether the ballast has gone in them. They're not that old either. They only went in 2 or 3 years ago, and the original set that we've got in the other building that have been used way more still going. Right, so that spins that way, which means if that's locking onto that, so it comes off 1 or 2 ways. It either comes off, it pulls off, or it screws off. So we'll go with the it screws off method first. Okay, I wonder whether I could be really naughty and try and chugga it off. Right. So there's the big screwdriver. Let's ram that in there. I can feel playing it, so I'm inclined to think that it ought to just pop off. Trouble is, I want to be careful because I don't want to. we've killed another drill bit. Rubbish. We'll get through some of these anyway. What's that one? Oh, that's a nice big juicy one. Nope. It's hard to feel whether that plays in the... I think it is in this bit. I just want to be careful I don't bend the shaft or anything annoying like that. Well, it ain't going to get mended, so I'm wondering whether I just Dremel it off. And there's quite a bit to cut through there, so I don't think I'll get that out either. Trouble is, I don't want to damage that back bit either. And it might be easier if I don't know if I can get these fins off. I can't remember if these came off last time. Let's get a little tray since we're getting a few metal parts and before I scatter them to the four winds. That's weird. The Chinesium screws don't stick. That's weird. Oh, but well, they'll be stainless steel. Actually, that's unusual. So if you know about stainless steel is not magnetic. So those are sticking, but they might be sticking because the washers aren't. Yeah, I think it's the washers. But these are definitely not sticking. So they're really good quality stainless. You can see. Unusual. That's not what I expected. Normally the Chinesium grade of stainless is slightly shiter than that. Oops. Was that broken off? Right. Question is, can I get this off now? I suspect this is going to be exactly the same as well. I can't get that off. It looks like it's keyed too. That's interesting. Yeah, that's keyed. So that's a push on job. And again, I don't want to break this because then that's a whole new motor. I don't know if that is moving or not. Might be. Yeah, that's definitely moving. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to have to knock that back down again. I've just spotted. It's got a lump of metal sticking out of it, so I'm going to have to file that off. So we were getting it off. Right, that's got a big chunk of metal, and that is not going to get past there anytime soon. Bit of WD-40. Right, let's start again. Hey! Yay! Cool. I'm not sure that helps us any. I mean, potentially I can now put it in a vise with a bit of rubber around it, but it does mean I can probably put a bit more on the put a bit more on that now and see. Right, let's see if we've got a bit of rubber. Ooh, yeah. Have we got a bit of rubber? My light's come back to me yet. Weird. See, I've definitely got power. Right, hold on a sec. Yep, definitely got power. I can never find an old inner tube. I need one. We've got one here. Oh, there's one. So I'm just getting a bit of rubber to make a protector for that. Problem is this is a slime in a tube, so it's full of slime basically. Yeah. Well, Dr. Sludge anyway, it's not slime, it's Dr. Sludge. Let's get it right. See, I'm kind of hoping that this is just a push-on job. I don't think it will be. I'm kind of expecting that it's a screw-on job, to be honest, because it'd have to be. It looks like somebody's already had this off, and I don't think it was me, because that has definitely got some markings on it. It could have been me. Depends how pissed off I was with it when I came to do it last time. When I put the mold grips down. So it needs to go. Yay! Well, I never. Sorry, I sound so surprised. You wouldn't believe the swearing I did at this last time. I have absolutely no idea how you would get that out. Without. That's interesting. Right, so that's that kit. Now we've got one of these kits kicking around somewhere in here, but I'm kind of hoping that it'll come with. That's in a bit of a state actually. I don't know if you can see that. That's in a bit of a state. So it's a sprung bearing that presses against it. God, look at the state of it. You can see all the mashings now. Oh dear. Right. That's the inside of that. That's been eaten alive as well. So it looks like that's a bit of a dog's dinner job on it. There's a ceramic plate behind there. And obviously that centerpiece goes through there. So how you are supposed to fasten this to, oh, that's a right mess, that. How you're supposed to actually do this, I don't know. I mean, you could hand screw that on, but there's not anything on this side to help you do it. And the problem is it tightens itself up on the when it spins. So it's the direction of motion tightens it up. So it's all a bit of a, yeah, that's in a bit of a state, that. So you're supposed to be able to just knock them out. It'll be interesting to see how it works now. There you go. Yeah, so that just knocks out. So actually replacing the bearing is not too difficult. You see, you get these in a kit with a little spring thing on. I'm guessing there must be. I don't think you replaced that. I don't recall being one of them. I think there was just one of them in the kit. So that's what I'm looking for. That's kicking around in here somewhere. Is one of these, which I thought was on the windowsill, but apparently not. And that rubber seal there butts up against that. That rubber seal there butts up against that ceramic piece there, and that's what makes the seal and stops it from leaking. And then that's one shaft that seals itself there, so the water once it gets through there, still got to seep through there and get through the shaft and out anyway. So it's supposed to stop it, but obviously in this case it's not very well. Right, would be interesting to see if the motor still squeaks. Now I've got that off, and there's obviously that seal's gone there as well, because that's supposed to sit in there. So I might have to take some measurements, see if I can get a seal for that, because that's not working very well. But like I said, I might just decide to bite the bullet and buy a new motor. But we'll see. At least I know that comes off now. Right. Are we going? Where are we? That's adjusting well. Should we try a different camera angle? Stop recording. up. Right, let's give it a spin. Oh hey, right, a little bit squeaky, don't know if you can hear me. Sounds like the bearing might be slightly noisy at the back there, it's got a bit of chatter on it. And the bearing on the front's definitely gone. But at least the motor works, that's good news. Let's see how that fires. Now it made some funny noises just now, like it was overheating back here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But other than that, it feels fairly good. I mean, there's no play in it, so it's nothing disastrous. So we'll get that off. We'll have a quick look at the bearings, just check they're okay. But worst case scenario, just stick a new set of bearings in. They're fairly straightforward. It's the bearings on the other end that you have to be a bit careful of. And weirdly, I don't appear to be able to see the bearings I bought last year. So I did buy a bearing kit for this, and I thought it was on the windowsill over here. One of the lights has just gone out as well, so we'll stick this on. It's a temporary fix. Now I thought I got a bearing kit for this. I don't appear to be able to find it. I've got some spare nozzles that have got to go on at some point. So let me have a quick look over here with all the other jacuzzi stuff we've got stacked up over here. Maybe it's gone back into the house. Maybe I've just lost it. No, it's not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. Right, so it's possible I've lost that then. Which is slightly annoying. Yes, I need to check whether that comes with a bearing kit or not. Where have I put the phone down? The phone's over here. Just get a picture of the ratings plate off here. Serial number there. I seem to remember that there was a code number in there as well. There we go. Yeah, I think that's Eaten Alive. You see, it's that really weird plastic, like especially the impeller there. You can see it's made up of this like fibre, and I think this casing is as well. It's that fibrous plastic, like it's recycled plastic. Anyway, we'll just get this off now. I seem to remember those are fairly straightforward to get off. What did I do with that? Look. Put money on there are 7 because it's Chinesium. Look at that, how did I know? For some reason they're obsessed with using 7mm bolts. So this is pretty much the point we got to last time, when we discovered that I couldn't get this off without breaking it, and it had already got some issues that I didn't want to make any worse. And I think it's probably a good shout because you could not get parts last year for love nor money. Let me go through that now. 7mm. Come on, there must be a 7 in here somewhere. 8. 7. Come on, be a 7. 7. Look at that, eh? Yeah, best that you don't look how I wired this up, to be honest. Kids, don't do that at home. It's flipping dangerous. It's not safe. I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll just leave it at that. So what I want to do is I wouldn't mind getting the outer casing off and then spin the engine up again. Let me just disconnect that from the dodginess that's going on up there. All right, that's interesting. The rubber seal for the motor's completely out as well. That's gone, hanging out. I've just noticed. If you can see that. You see that? Oh dear, I've got a horrible feeling this might be a new motor job. It might be easier. So the problem we've got is that this does not come off, and I have no idea how they get it off. There are two holes there, I've seen now, but I'm not sure what. I don't think they would help us. God, it's even eating the top of the impeller down as well. It's in a right state. Yeah. So that's got to come out, but I've absolutely no idea how that comes out. And I googled it, and I googled it, and I googled it, and very strangely, I didn't get anything. So there's no pins. There's nothing. Hold on, what's that? Oh, something went past then. I suspect that's just the shaft where the lime scale's been picking up on it, but you can see that gouge is massive. God knows how long that'll be rattling around in there. But hey ho. I wonder if I can pop it off. I suspect it's threaded. I do suspect it is threaded. So what we'll do is we'll just whip this back bit off. So I can get to the, because I can guarantee there'll be something I can grab onto back here. Or not. Oh dear. I was kind of hoping that they would. That doesn't look in good shape either. That looks like it's been stressed. I can't even get the rest of the casing off. It does look like you can put a screwdriver in there, and in fact it looks like I've chewed it up from last time putting a screwdriver in there. So the question is, can I jam that enough? Now I seem to remember there's a mark on here that says which way round it goes when it spins. Come on! A lot of motors do have that on. Ah, there we go. Yes. So it spins that way, which means that would tighten it up. Which means it sucks it in and forces it out the top, which we know it does. So it goes in there, it goes counter. So that would be tightening up. So we need to go back. Why has all the power just gone off? That's very weird. Stop recording.